What it do, Candy Kingdom, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, true here, and not sure why you're here, then make sure that you hit that subscribe button and make it great. Turn on all post notifications today. Leave a like down below to jump on the wave, and leave a comment down below just to say, hey, leave comments, guys. I really need you guys to start leaving comments on these videos so we can get it popping, we can get the circulation going. So in today's video, I will be revealing my intro and my outro, but today's video is going to focus on this journal right here, Self-Love for Black Women. We're going to be talking about the shadow work section, and we're going to be reading some of the questions and just discussing parts of shadow work and stuff like that. If that's something you may be interested in, then stay tuned to the next part of this video. Let's get into the intro.
Take this overboard now.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to my video. So as I've stated, we're going to be talking about shadow work. We're going to be talking about why I decided to work on my shadow work and the reason why you should work on your shadow work. We're also going to read some shadow work questions from this journal, Self-Love for Black Women. I actually ordered another part of this series. This journal has like a 8 or 9 book series. I just ordered like another part of the series today. That should be coming Monday. So I will definitely reveal that to you guys when I receive it. Okay, guys, so let's get into the topic of today. The topic of tonight, because it's dark outside, and it may be kind of still early, but it's dark outside. So we're gonna say tonight. Okay, so I guess we can start by saying that, you know, I was never the person to work on my shadows. I was never the person to actually deal with that. Shadow work is basically dealing with the mind and dealing with parts of yourself that you find undesirable, parts of yourself that you tend to hide from yourself, such as trauma or things that you went through, things that you find undesirable about yourself, or you may hide it from the rest of the world, or you may not talk about it. Now, guys, I am an open book. If you know me, then you already know I'm an open book. I don't mind talking about much. I don't mind saying much. I don't mind speaking about me. But there are parts of myself that I used to hide from myself and others. One part was when I found out that I was bipolar depression. I used to hide it from myself. I used to tell myself that it wasn't true. It wasn't going on. But like I said, mental illness is a thing. And I wouldn't, and you know, I started to understand that, you know, even though I go through a situation like that, I can still be a normal human being. And that's something I had to accept. That was a shadow I had to accept. Another part of myself that I seem to repress or to sink down is basically my past and the trauma I went through, the things I went through. Because honestly, talking about it makes me cry, it makes me weak, it makes me feel bad. But at the same time, I realized I have to start talking about those things in order to feel better, in order to heal. Because one thing I'm going to tell you guys is that you have to love yourself and you have to like yourself first and foremost. Because if you don't, you can't accept nobody else to love you or like you at all, because you're not loving or liking yourself. How can you expect somebody to accept something you have not accepted yet? You have not accepted yourself. And when you don't accept yourself, flaws and all, you're going to fall short all the time. So I'm in therapy, and I've been in therapy for many, many years. I've been in therapy for many different things and stuff like that. So the one thing I decided to do was to purchase a journal. And I did talk about this journal in one of my other videos, Self-Love for Black Women. This is the journal. I will also link it down in the description box below for you guys to make your purchase and all of that good stuff. So basically, we're going to read some of the shadow work questions. And I've actually already did 2 entries of that. This journal has a lot to offer. This journal has a lot of valuable information. So we're going to just read off some of the shadow work questions. And let's see where this goes. Okay. What are you afraid to face and why? I just said that. So I'm afraid to face my past and what I went through because I just feel like it was such a depressing moment for me that I don't want to bring it up because I don't want to relive the memories over and over again. But what I realized is if I don't relive what I've been through, I can't heal from it. I can't wave goodbye to it. So I have to go through the pressure and the pain. I have to be pressured to make a diamond. I have to be pressured. So basically, I am now taking the time out to heal and to grow and to cry and to do whatever I have to get myself back on track. Because, baby, let me tell you something. I do plan on, I'm single right now, but I do plan on being in another relationship someday. And what my partner will not go through is my trauma. My partner will not go through my past. My partner will not have to suffer like this because it's not my partner's fault. I'm not putting all of this weight on my partner because I don't feel like they're deserving of that, whoever they may be. So I am learning to deal with my shadows. I'm learning to deal with who I am and what I am. I'm learning to love every part of me. I'm learning to accept me because, like I said, you can't expect nobody to accept you if you don't accept you. So let's read the next question. What parts of yourself do you reject or critique and why? So I've always critiqued the way I look. I've always rejected my looks at times. Now, some days I think I'm the most beautiful person in the world. And then some days it's like I feel crappy and I don't feel good about myself. But that's another thing about when it comes to self-love. You have to start understanding that you are special in your own unique way. And you don't have to let nobody tell you otherwise or tell you that you're not you have to be able to feel it within. You have to be able to let yourself know that regardless of what somebody says about you, you are the bomb.com and you're going to always be that way. And that's something else that I repressed. Like I said, I never paid attention to my beauty like that. Now, some days I feel beautiful. I feel amazing. I feel fantastic. But I think everybody goes through that where they feel I'm pretty once in a while or twice in a blue moon, stuff like that. But I am learning to accept myself. I'm learning and another part of the reason why I think I've did it for a long time is because I used to get teased in school. So I used to get teased from elementary to high school. I used to get teased on the way I look. So usually when things like that happen, it can lower your self-esteem and lower your self-confidence. It can make you feel like you're not worth the thing. But what you have to remember is you have to be able to take your power back from the people who actually spew those words out to you. You have to learn to take your power back. And you have to learn, like I said once again, to like yourself, love yourself, and accept yourself. Because you can't expect nobody else to do all of that if you haven't done it for yourself. That's just me. All right. So another shadow work, and I'm not going to read all of them. I'm going to skip around. Another shadow work question is, who or what have you been most afraid of in your life and why? That is a really good question. I'm not going to answer all of these. And this is another one I did. What do you think is the root cause of your fear of pain? Sometimes we have to get to the root of what's really going on in our lives. Sometimes we have to realize that we have an issue and we have to solve it. And the more we repress it and the more we not talk about it is the worse it can get. So I feel like you should be able to open up your mind and your heart and really talk about it. Even if you just journal it, even if you just write it in a regular diary or a regular journal, tell yourself these things and heal from it. Because baby, if you don't heal, you gonna sit there and blame everybody else for your problems or everybody else for this. And it may be some people's fault. I'm not saying it never was. But what I'm saying is sometimes you got to take accountability and say, you know what? I need to heal for me. I'm not healing for you. I'm not healing for Jake, Paul, Stephanie, Tina, Bobby. I'm healing for myself. I'm taking accountability for my actions and I'm healing. I'm being forgiving, and I'm also forgiving myself for what I have put myself through, because I know that it wasn't necessarily, or it wasn't or it just wasn't right. So I'm not going to do it. So basically, when it comes to shadow work, I'm definitely dealing with it. It's definitely taking a toll on me, and it's hard. I did share these entries, well, not all of them, but the entries I did with my therapist. And we did talk about some things that I have been through that are, that I felt that were very personal. But I shared it because I'm ready to heal from it. I'm ready to get rid of the weight. I'm ready to be light as a feather. I'm just ready for all of that. So that is something that I am working on and I am going to do. There are, I think, a total of 13 shadow work questions in this journal, and they also have another section with, I think, different writer prompts, and I will let you guys know when I get to that part. But I wanted to make this video especially about shadow work because I'm working on mine as of right now, and I feel like you all should work on it because it'll help you become a better person, and it'll help you accept yourself a lot more, and it will help the relationships you have, because when you learn to love yourself, certain things in life you just won't allow to happen from anybody else because you have that much respect for yourself and you will know how to treat yourself. So I don't want to make this video too long. Thank you guys for watching my video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more. And tell your friends and your family, tell your fish, your frog, your cat, your dog, because they are going to love it. Candy Kingdom, we are out of here.